You remember your first time losing that J card? Boy, I do. Just like it was last year. I was to the stanky old establishment called Hillbilly Roadhouse, and boy, she was an ugly one. And I could have done better, but job is a job. It paid well. And getting your first job is pretty cool, It finally gives you a sense of ownership, get your own money, get your own stuff. It's a good experience. So, this story takes place one whole entire year ago. And I'm, doing my thing, putting in work. And my parents are like, hey, yo ass needs to get a job. And I'm like, damn, let me yeah, I'll get a job. Okay, I'll get a job. And so I'm searching. And at first I applied like Chick-fil-A and it's like some tea place and some gaming shop. But none of them accepted me, so I had to go with old hillbillies. Also, I got a hookup from my siblings, so that helped too. I put in the application. I choose to be in the to-go order section because I really didn't want to interact with people. And I wait a week, see what happens. So it's about a week, and it's my first day. Come in, it's all hectic. This is a constantly busy restaurant, and it's a bit overwhelming. But luckily, some pothead looking guy showed me the ropes, and it's a pretty easy job. But for any of my bus boys watching, y'all know how nasty this shit gets. People getting food on the tables, on the seats, spilled drinks, fucking macaroni and cheese getting stuck on the tables, and peanut shells everywhere. Bro, deadass, on my first day, I saw this little girl puke on a plate, and I was the closest busser, and I'm just sitting there. God really hold me. And that's not even the end of it. I could go into how nasty it is back where the customers don't see. But like I said, all things considered, it's an alright job. So about 1 or 2 weeks go by, and I decide to ask my hiring manager, hey, yo, how about that to-go position? And he's like, oh, you've only been here for a little while, so I need to have you get more experience. And I walk away thinking, that doesn't make any sense at all. This position that I want doesn't have any entry experience required, so what do you need experience for? But I kind of ignore it because I'm like, oh, I'm the new guy. So I decided to work just as hard, and I even see some more busters get hired. So I ask again, hey, yo, how about that position? And he's like, well, I need to see you work even harder. So once again, I walk away thinking, but hey, I'm the new guy, I guess, and over a couple weeks I decided to be a host instead because I really didn't like busing and I had some ulterior motives, but that's a story for another time. So some more time passes and it's been like a month and a half I've been working there, and I've even been told that I'm doing a great job and that I'm a great teammate to have around. And I'm like, all right, this is a perfect time for me to ask. So again, I ask, hey, yo, how about that host position? And of course, you give me some excuse like, oh, we're still short on bussers because some left. And I'm like, all right. And during this busser drought, I see some more people coming in as hosts. All girls, by the way. And I see that they're obviously playing me. But I stay persistent and I ask again. And of course, I'm hit with, oh, we're still short on bussers. Oh, next training period, I got you. Oh, this, oh, that. And I'm like, oh, they're bullshitting me. Because more hosts come in, some bussers get promoted, and I'm left where I am. So finally, I decide, fuck it. If they don't give me the position, I'm gone. So fast forward a little bit, and it's winter time now. And we get 4 new bussers. And I'm like, all right, this is the perfect time to ask. So I go up to the manager one last time, and I'm like, hey, yo, how about that host position? And bro, this bitch hit me with the biggest pile of bullshit ever. She said, if we have enough bussers for the holiday, I look at her and I'm like, what do you mean we're closed on Christmas and we're halfway through the season? What do you mean? And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I put my 2 weeks in, and of course, they obviously were good for the holidays, so I knew they were playing me. So, on my final day, after I put in my 2 weeks, my manager walks up to me, and he's like, hey, bud, I heard you were leaving. What's up with that? And I was like, oh, I'm just trying to focus on my schoolwork. And he's like, oh, well, won't you miss the money, bud? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. But, it is what it is. And this dude really must have wanted me to stay. Because next thing I know, he asked me, hey, bud, 50-cent raise and you stay. And I look at this dude. And I'm like, what did you say, nigga? This dude is straight tripping. So I leave, didn't even show up for my last day. And that was that, you know? They tried to play me and I wasn't having it. So, the moral of the story is don't let yourself get screwed around by those who try to take advantage of you.